Hello, this is Josh Hunter, presently in the city of Santa Monica, California. Alright, so, um, I'm, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I definitely think that some, there's something definitely gonna be happening between me and Emma Chamberlain. Now, let me say, I'm gonna keep making these videos. By the way, if you watch, if this is like the 5th or 6th video that you've seen, you're like, man, this guy's not gonna stop talking about this. Well, you just better get used to it. All right. So if you don't like it, that's your problem, not my problem. All right. So let me talk. There's some more evidence. In one of her videos, because sometimes she'll like mention that like she has like like a crush or something. And I think it was like maybe 5 videos ago from this video from today. She said like her crush, the name of her crush starts with a Z. Look what I found. A Z. I just found randomly the letter Z like a couple of days ago. 5 days, maybe a week ago. I've had the Z for a while. Anyway. So sometimes, as you know, I don't necessarily have like a lot of perspective as far as like reality. I know I got my reality, which makes sense to me, but it's under like these, like unique conditions. So, when I watch Emma's videos and like I see what what she's talking about and all the things, like I have my own perspective, but I sometimes forget that not everyone necessarily sees things the way I do. And only when I ever see her hanging out with like other young people, then I realize, like, wait a minute, So sometimes you can think that like it's like the right idea to like, I'm saying like if like something really does like happen between us and like she genuinely like appreciates me and like wants to be with me or whatever. I'm saying I don't want her to be. I want her to still have like her youth. I don't want her to throw her youth away like over me. Because like I have my own youth, but it's such a specific. Like the youth that I am, it's like an old. It's like technically I'm like a young person, but like from like the 1700s. Okay. Like that's like my time period is like late 1700s, and that's like, so I'm technically like a young person, but if she wants to retain like her modern youth is what I'm saying. I want to establish here like a save point. If you've ever played like an emulator on on video on like a computer or a video game, they have something called a save state. So you save your game, you save your progress, and if you want to come back, you can come to this point. And I'm saying like if this does happen, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen, like and she, we are together, and maybe we're together for like years, like maybe like 5 years, 10 years even. But at some point, because here's what I do. I run like simulations, and so like I don't know anything about like living like with a wife or anything, and I just have to kind of guess. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll like I'll get up, I'll pretend like I'm like in bed or whatever, and then I get up to go to the bathroom, and like on my way back to the bathroom, like I just imagine myself like my wife is in bed, and I'm just like looking at the bed and just like wondering like what have I done? Like what the fuck am I doing? And I'm just like questioning my whole marriage, my whole life, and it's just like the sum total, like what does it feel to like regret all the decisions that you've made or whatever. And I thought if she ever got to that point with me where she thought, man, I could have been with people my own age, I could have been with people who done something with their lives, like people who aren't bums, like I don't know, like what was I thinking like for the last 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And I want to make sure that if at that point she just, I don't want her to have any feelings of regret. Like regardless, like she may feel genuinely and sincerely, like right now, that it is the correct thing to do to be with me, Josh Hunter. But it may not be the thing. It may just be her feelings. And I want to make sure that she has the opportunity, like if from that point she didn't have the energy to move forward, to like simply go on to some new thing, and she wanted to return, you know, back to this state when she felt like, oh, this was the best time and I don't have the energy or the capacity to move forward and in some meaningful way. I want to establish here in this video some type of a preservation of that feeling. The feeling of modern youth, the feeling like where you still felt like things could go, you know, in some way that meant something to you. Like that you didn't waste all your time on something, like 10 years, like to waste your life. And so I want to have this space here for her if she wants to go back and I don't know, do things over. So this is like a safe state, because like I said, I don't know anything about being like in a relationship. I know right now I'm in a pretty selfish state, because like I said, all I want to do is like fucking hang out, drink beers, watch TV, play video games. Like I don't know how I'm gonna do this, if I'm being honest. Like the idea of like fucking holding hands like in public, like that ain't fucking happening. Like the idea of like fucking, you know, like posting like on Instagram like, oh, love you sweet or whatever, that shit ain't fucking happening. Okay, like I'm a fucking vault. Okay, people will like think like, does this guy even know Emma Chamberlain? Like that's like you won't be able to see a goddamn thing, is what I'm saying. Okay, opaque. That's the way I do things. So I don't know how this is supposed to be like playing out, but like, you know, like I know, like based on my research, I mean, I haven't seen anything about her that I don't like. Like there isn't, like the only thing that makes me a little concerned is when I listen to her podcast, like I get a little upset, but I don't know why. Like as I'm like listening to the podcast, I'm just like getting like really angry, but I don't know about what. It just like pisses me off, like, and it's just like, so I can't listen to her podcast. Like the last podcast I listened to, I think it's like something of her, like how to deal with adults. How to deal with adults or something. Like I couldn't. Like today, like I tried to listen to one and I couldn't 20 seconds, and I'm just like I couldn't. It was I don't know. I was so upset. I couldn't even figure out what, and I couldn't figure out who would be upset and about what. Like I couldn't even. So when I run my virtual scenarios, you know, where I pretend like I'm like in a marriage, like 10, 15 years into my marriage, and questioning what do I do, you know. I don't want anyone to regret having like spent time with me. I'd rather people not spend time with me at all than to like have the feeling like, oh, I shouldn't have spent time with them. I mean, unless they're assholes. Like I don't mind if assholes regret spending time with me, but like if you're like a genuine person, or if you're a person who enjoys life and you love life, like an asshole is a person who doesn't love life. All right, but if you love life and generally you like the idea of being alive, and you know, whatever life gives you, you're pretty grateful for. If you are at least like 65% grateful for all the things that happen to you, or just generally speaking, you're at 68% gratitude, then that's I don't want that type of person feeling regret. I think that's like a general standard, like 65% gratitude for your life. So, whatever like powers or magic I can, if it is healthy too. Also, I would need to make sure if it is healthy for her to go back. Like if we got to that point, it was 10 years in. Because technically, I should have already done my research. I should have already been aware of different like traps and pitfalls. Also, I mean, there's so many fucking clues. All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna post a link in this fucking video. All right. I'm gonna give you some big time evidence of our association. I was going online and I And I found a video of like cheerleaders from Pasadena High School in like 1967. I'll let you watch that video, and let's see, like, and I'll let you put things together. I'm not gonna say all the things, or maybe I will. I'll fucking describe. Nah, maybe I will. Fuck, I don't know. I'll put a fucking link in the description. Okay. I gotta calm down. Anyway, so if it is healthy, if maybe she doesn't want to be healthy, like maybe at 10 years like that, like she may not want to be healthy. She may say like, fuck, I've already, you know, whatever. So anyway, I want her to at least have the opportunity and feel like she could. Does this make me a simp? I can't tell. I don't know. Like I don't know. You know. Am I like? Is that bad? Like should I not? Should I not be a simp? All right. Anyway. I just want to make sure, because I don't have any regrets. Because I study every possibility before I make every important decision before it's ever made. I'm not going to some situation like just reacting live. No, I think about everything that I can possibly think about, and I react beforehand, and I practice, not my reactions, but I practice my understanding of the situation. I go over my understanding, and I say, is this who I am? Is this the kind of person that I am? Do I really believe in this? Like when I have a sincere reaction to something. So, I don't have any regrets. But I also don't like the people who are close to me to have regrets either. So. Alright. So, I want to preserve here. I just want my intent to preserve here, you know, for her to be able to retain her youth from this point. So from this point, today's September 24th, 2020 AD. If she wants to preserve whatever she believes her youth is, modern youth, because when you're associated with me, sometimes things can feel like what's going on? Like it's like just is this what life is? Just fucking watching TV, drinking beers? Like what? Like this guy doesn't want to do anything. Like I thought he was just joking. I thought he was just joking. Like, oh, I don't want to do anything. And then like once he gets like, you know, his fucking money or whatever, he's gonna do all these things. Like I didn't know like that's actually what he is. Like, he is just a bum. So I want to make sure that she knows this. And because if she gets to that point and she's already committed, like she's thinking like, oh, a year from now he'll be different, 2 years from now he'll be different, like expecting a change that isn't gonna happen. Okay, I already feel as though there has been some severe delay in the summer vacations that I was supposed to have as a boy. Like I was doing school extracurricular activities for most of my life. Okay, so once I get settled, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I demand a real summer vacation. A summer vacation that, if things keep going the way they've been going, that goes on forever. I fucking love summer vacations. And so that's my intent. Like I said, preservation of infrastructure, preservation of needful structures, to contrive to never have to do anything, and to never become dependent on guessers, to never become dependent on people who guess. So like I said, if this shouldn't happen, I need to make sure I work out all the bugs, you know, immediately. And because you gotta love me at my worst if you to deserve me at my best. It's true. I mean, my best, you're never going to see my best, first of all. Like, if I'm doing my best, there should be no evidence, is what I'm saying. Like, when I'm at my best, you should think that it was somebody else who did it. That's the way I do my best. Okay? If I do my best, it's like, oh, fuck, here came fucking Superman and saved the day. That's right, it was Superman who saved the day. It wasn't Josh Hunter, it was Superman. That's when I do my best. I'm 34 years old, and I've got the best grades on earth.